Hello and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. We had a kind of unpleasant but very well made mission the last two episodes. We're back on the main trail, which is to talk to Baron Samedi. We're going to get Johnny Clean to help us with that. I'm ready now. I'll ride along with you. I guess that's fine. Not like I have a lot of options. Baron Samedi. Bonsoir, mon ami. I am pleased that we can have a semi-private conversation. You must be careful with tour guides like your friend Johnny, though. You cannot trust everyone you meet in the Matrix. Everyone in the Shadowlands knows you're looking for me. Why the spam? Samedi wants to thank you for saving Marie-Louise from the Universal Brotherhood. The girl is quite precious. If harm were to come to her, he does not know what he would do. He also offers you his help. The insects you encountered, they are something, no? Something dark. To ignore them would be folly. There is much at stake. Samedi knows you are after this woman, Jessica Watts, for your own reasons. He can help you get to this woman and defeat her bugs. And why should I trust you? Because our goals are aligned. The job will not be simple, nor will it be straightforward, but Samedi can guarantee it will be dangerous. Telestrian Industries has been working for 2 years on a formula, codenamed Aegis. Or Aegis, depending on your pronunciation. They are working with another corporation, a foreign corporation, to refine it. This is their third attempt to get it right, and they believe they have. Manufacturing began several months ago. Unfortunately, their manufacturing plant in the Columbia Valley was recently blown up. It could have been corporate espionage, or it could have been something else. This is unknown. What is known is that a large sample of the formula survived. What does this have to do with Jessica and the Universal Brotherhood? Well, I think I know the answer, but... We want Aegis because it kills bugs. Big ones, like the ones you met at the Universal Brotherhood. If you want to go back there and bring the Watts woman to justice, you'll need Aegis. And as it happens, Samedi knows where the last sample of Aegis is being kept. Hence the job at hand. We are going to break into the Telestrian Industries primary operations office complex here in Seattle. Aegis will be somewhere within that building. We will find the Aegis sample and liberate it for ourselves. You want me to break into one of the most influential corps in the Pacific Northwest? You've got to be joking. Would that I were, but it is the only way. It is the only place to get what we need. But take heart, you will have Samedi with you, and he is clever in the ways of the Matrix. We cannot lose. So, will you do this thing? Will you ally with Baron Samedi? I have more questions first. The Baron understands the need for information all too well. Ask what you will. Why not just let Telestrian take care of it? Sounds like they're already halfway there. Telestrian? Do not talk to me of Telestrian. He is an executive, a businessman. Do you know what his reaction was when he learned of the insect threat? He called a meeting. He and his associates will be debating action forever. Why not just tell Lone Star and let them take care of the Brotherhood? The Universal Brotherhood has connections, high-level connections in the government and in Lone Star, and their message resonates with those who need something to believe in. We have no proof, and we have no time. We must act. And how do you know all of this about Aegis? Because Samedi has personal connections into James Telestrian's affairs. You see, he knows. I want to know more about you first, who you really are. What is there to know? Baron Samedi is gifted. You see, he was born to walk. He was born to travel the Matrix, bending it to his will. Who is Baron Samedi really? What is the difference? When a clown removes his paint, he is still a clown, but in disguise, no? It is only when he is painted that people applaud. This is fascinating, actually, because not only because Baron Samedi as a cultural figure in Haitian voodoo is a fascinating character, but also there's I'm not sure if this is deliberate or not, but there's a very close parallel between the Matrix and Baron Samedi especially this was kind of became more clear when he was making the clown reference. In Warhammer 40k, if you'll forgive a digression into that for just a brief moment, there is a deity, big air quotes, called the Laughing God. And there are some parallels between the Laughing God and this, and the Matrix and the 40k Webway, and the Black Library in 40k. And this is all sort of, it could very much be just coincidence, but also the type of nerds who are into Shadowrun and would have made this game and resurrected the IP are probably also the same kind of nerds who at least have some knowledge of Warhammer. So I have to believe this is probably more than coincidence. It is fascinating, though. You never explained how you and Marie-Louise know each other. Oui, that is true. And it is for her to say, not Samedi. He has nothing to lose. Well, you must ask her. I'm done asking questions. And you are convinced? Huh. I mean, I don't really like how this is phrased, but like philosophically, this is the most true thing to me. I'm not playing Alice to be particularly greedy or money-oriented, but it's a fundamentally like hyper-capitalist society we have here. So it's one thing to bring Sam's killer to justice and to earn the payment for that he left me. But I don't know. Would I probably do this anyway without payment? Yes. Am I also being asked to do, on some level, something extra that is not in my job description, so to speak? Yes. I sort of think that if he's asking a favor of me, even if it's something I would do anyway, I have a right to request something in return. And there's certainly the argument to be made that, like, well, he's allegedly gonna provide technical support from the Matrix. But, I don't know. Something tells me this isn't going to turn out favorably, but it's worth the ask. Do I look like a charity to you? This is a job, and I get paid for taking jobs. There are giant insects nesting beneath Seattle. They cannot be killed. Do you know what insects do better than anything? They multiply, and they consume. But if that does not sway you, then perhaps you must be spoken to in a different language. Samedi is a technomancer. He turns thoughts into reality. Complete this operation, and he will transfer 50,000 nuyen into the account of your choosing. You are a mercenary, and mercenaries get paid. Yes? Now will you do it? I mean, so it's removed a bunch of the original, like, just, you know, contemplative options. This seems like it's asking for him to refuse to work with me. On the other hand, if he's just throwing 50,000 out there like it's nothing, then, you know, what would it be for 100,000? Presumably he could afford it just as well. I'm actually going to look this up. You'll have to excuse me, because I can't save in the middle of this, and I don't want to go through the whole process again. It doesn't say anything. This game is, as I've mentioned before, extremely poorly documented. There's very little in the way of walkthroughs or anything, and the only one I found just says accept his offer. It doesn't say anything about the additional options. Hold on a second. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if... Something tells me the game is over after this mission anyway. So I sort of don't think the money probably makes a difference, but... Wow, there's literally no information. Like, not even the basics on the alleged wiki. Hold on. That was looking like it's about to be spoilers. Alright, I'm in. If these bugs are as dangerous as you say, someone's got to save the world. Guess it might as well be me. Ah, Bon. Baron Samedi applauds you. We do this job for the right reason, eh? Excellent. So glad you have seen reason. Wait. I just had a thought. I don't think I'm ever getting paid. And I think the game accidentally told me that. Because that last thing he said didn't say anything. He said doing it for the right reasons. It also... Well, unless it's just bad coding? I can't tell. So my thought process is this. That text option to say it might as well be me, the one I chose, did not change between the initial offer and me demanding money. So one of two things happened there. Either I agreed to do it for without additional payment. If that was the choice that I made, then it wasn't clear. And if I asked for money, why would I then not take the money that was offered? The alternate option is it won't make a difference because he would give me a neutral response no matter what, and not acknowledge in the text any additional negotiation for money because it will never come to fruition. And this whole thing seems sketch to begin with. So... yeah. I don't know. I'm probably reading too much into it, but anyway. Excellent. So glad you have seen reason. The Baron is transferring a portion of your fee to your account now to help you assemble your team. The rest will be payable upon the successful retrieval of the sample. Telestrian keeps Project Aegis information on a private local network. It cannot be accessed from the outside through the Matrix. No, not or through the matrix. It cannot be accessed from the outside through the matrix. You must jack into it from within the office complex. Therefore, you must bring a Decker with you. This is vital. What about you? You are not coming with? Samedi will be part of this evening's events, but must remain remote. He will keep all of Seattle law enforcement and off-duty Telestrian security away, while you locate the information we need from inside. And what about the on-duty Telestrian security, the ones that will shoot me as soon as I step past the lobby? Ah, the Baron will handle that as well. You will? Telestrian guards will be rerouted through the building. With the right timing, no one will even know you're there. But of course, even Baron Samedi cannot anticipate all possibilities, so tonight you must use your contacts to hire a team and travel to the Telestrian office complex downtown. You'll be contacted again when you have gained entrance. Alright, well. Johnny whistles a long, slow whistle. Holy crap. Telestrian Industries. You've hit the big time, chum. You're going to need a serious Decker for this one. Fortunately for you, I know one of the best. That means you, right? He sighs. No, I'm not an inside man anymore. My running days are over. There's an elf who owes me a favor. He goes by Dodger. You may have heard of him. He's one of the best Deckers in Seattle, and this is me saying it. I'll get you his contact information. You'll know him by the way he talks, like he's in a damn Charles Dickens novel. Alright, well, what do we have to do next? Hire runners and wait, why is Meet Baron Samedi in the Matrix still a... Huh? Is that a future thing? Like I have to meet him once I get to the site? Anyway. Alright, let's take a quick look. Oh, come on. Why do you do this? No, I didn't even click on you that time. It doesn't work when I click on the person, and it does work when I don't. The fuck? This glitchy shit. Fuck's sake, talk to him! Deep breaths. Okay. So... Is that really all the... So I don't see any... They just go slightly up in stats every couple of buys, it seems like. Unless I'm missing something. So I'm definitely going to buy Range Combat 6. One of my viewers in the comments, whose name I've forgotten, I'm sorry, but who has been active in the comments and giving me some pointers, pointed out that there was, in fact, a sell option. I did not, hadn't gone looking for it. It wasn't until just now when I realized, hey, I've already got my gear full, that I remembered to look for it, and I was just looking for it, and it appears to be this, which is just the worst. It's just real bad. So let's see. So I can see what I've got, which is, let's see, 1232, 1236, 1534, 1538. So it's really just going up by small amounts each time. Given that I now have 17,000 Nuyen, and I didn't think I was going to have that much, is there a reason to sell these? I mean, they're not worth that much anymore. I guess there's no reason to sell them preemptively, I suppose. But Is it worth to buy both? Let's just buy one and then... Wait, I can't even put it in my gear unless I have... Huh. I can't even add it to my gear without the ability to use it. So, alright, let's deal with that then. Okay. Ranged combat 6, which means I need quickness 6. And that uses a lot of karma all of a sudden. But I'm pretty sure it's worth it. It's funny, you'd think this would be an upgrade from the other, but I'm pretty sure these are mutually exclusive. So having two high target things seems like a good investment. It really brings me down pretty low in my available points, but I think it's going to be worth it. Is there anything else I'd urgently like? You know what? We'll save those points. Probably should have saved before I made that purchase and these investments, but if it really fucks up, it wouldn't be that hard for me to redo it all off screen. Okay, so when I tap on the icon, why does it... Okay. We'll just leave this for now. Just on the off chance that I end up buying into another gun type, and I don't think it really makes sense for me to do that. Let's see. Any new gear? High grade street armor. I don't remember if this was available last time or not. So my current equipment is... not shown? Yeah, I guess it's only shown here. Okay, so armor 6, quickness 1, HP 5. I'm mostly trying not to get hit in the first place, so I think it's probably not worth the cost, even though it's a relatively reasonable cost. The magic dealer's aura is abuzz with chaotic activity as you watch the contents of a dozen boxes fly through... Oh, I've already read this. And I've already talked to him about these things. Okay. Haste 4, absolutely. Oh, am I going to have enough points to get Conjuring 6? I don't think I will. So I might have... Oh, no, I do. So I'm glad I didn't spend those additional points yet. I didn't save again between... Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, we'll do that. Huh. So I've got four equipped versions of haste. Oh, I unlocked another slot. I was thinking I was gonna have to switch something out, but I think I got a slot from the unlock I did. So I should probably at least buy slow 3 or something instead. Increases the target's AP cost for all actions by 2. Cost 3 AP, but that is super powerful in the right hands. Does the higher... No, slow 3 still only costs 1 AP. And then I could get rid of haste 1. I don't really need to carry that around. I don't want to get rid of the lightning barrier. I like the minus 1 HP or AP damage that it provides. And I don't have enough Conjuring 8. So if the game continues after this, maybe I'll get there, but it'll be a little bit. Oh, you know what it might be? I was just thinking about the fact that I can't equip anything that I don't have the stats for. And what it might be doing is it's the intention that it doesn't want you to, since it essentially does like milestone XP, it's trying to prevent you from like preempting your XP that you'll be getting like midway through a mission. So it would be like preventing me from buying and equipping Hellstorm Barrier with the expectation that partway through the mission I'll have enough XP to unlock it. I assume that's probably what it is. It's also probably just a general way to stop you from playing overly flexible. So if you're like me and tend to hold on to the extra points until you really need them, it's sort of countered that, trying to prevent me from just going, well, I might spec into Conjuring or I might spec into guns, depending on what the fight looks like. So trying to stop me there. So it's kind of smart, actually. That said, I'm surprised, especially for a tabletop RPG, that it doesn't just have some system for... Although I think the tabletop RPG does have a system like this. For using things at a disadvantage. Like gear you're not actually capable of using, but have access to nonetheless. An area spell that increased the cost of magic by 1 AP. That seems too specific to bother. I could add another barrier to my repertoire. And that would give me the ability to do 2 at once. Not that I've really even been using it. I mean, I'm probably being overly careful here, but... So Shadow or Fire Barrier or Slow-Mo. I want to believe I still don't need Shadow because I have good enough, you know, tactical awareness not to put myself in those situations where it would be useful. Fire Barrier. The other barrier is of questionable usefulness, but honestly, let's just go for this. You know what? This bothers me that these don't order themselves in some kind of reasonable way. So, haste 2, haste 3. Stop moving the UI. Haste 4, Slow 3, Lightning Barrier, Fire Barrier. And the rest of this gear I think is fine. Let's take a quick peek at the runners I have available, because that'll also determine how much money I want to spend on another gun. Let's see. A few guys that look a little bit more expensive. No, it's about the same. There's one guy for $3,000. Okay, so not enough to not buy another gun. Although maybe, I don't know, if the game goes on longer, you know what? If I'm emptying 3 full guns without reloading, something's probably gone terribly wrong and I deserve to do slightly less damage. So we'll just use what I have, because I'm thinking if this goes on substantially longer, again with the order of these things, if the game goes on substantially longer, then there'll probably be even more guns to work with. So that's looking pretty good. Alright. That's, I think, all the prep I'm going to do done. I'm going to call the episode here. For the next episode, we will pick up runners, you know, and head out, I guess. See you guys then.